Should you put your prices on your cleaning website? Hi, I'm John Braun with Hitman Advertising, and we're going to dive right into a very important subject. And this is a question I get all the time. Your website's important. What you put on your website is important, and what you don't put on your website is important. And it really could make or break your response for your website, whether you're doing SEO, Google Ads, or Google My Business, or whatever. This is super important to dive into. So, first, I'm going to tell you what I did in my cleaning company that I had for 22 years. And then we're going to go over the top 10 Google searches and show you what some of the most popular companies in the most popular cities are doing on their websites. So let's dive right into it. First, in my own cleaning company, I was the most expensive carpet cleaning, tile cleaning, rug cleaning, water damage restoration company, at least one of the most for all of the 22 years that I was in business. I did a test, and I would sometimes test prices in websites, in ads, and because we were the most expensive, it never did well. I put my prices on my website for just a little bit, and my response really plummeted, to be honest with you. So it did not do well in my cleaning company, and of course this was probably at least 8 or 9 years ago that I actually tested that. So I haven't tested it since then. So some things could have changed since then. So let's look into what's going on in the top 10 now in several Google searches. So let's go to carpet cleaning Denver. And carpet cleaning is probably, amongst cleaning companies, carpet cleaning and really maid services are two of the most probable to have low price competition. Tile cleaning maybe secondarily, but usually hardwood and water damage, some of those other companies like that are more of a specialized service, natural stone polishing, cleaning, even pressure washing. Well, pressure washing can have the same type of price competitors, but a little bit less. So let's talk about carpet cleaning and let's see what they're doing. So we're going to look carpet cleaning Denver, big city near where I live, and we're going to look at some of the top 10. Zero Res, a company called Steam Pro, I think, Coit, OxyFresh. Let's see kind of what they're doing. So this is an OxyFresh website, and they've got a good guarantee right here. They've got information here about, well, here they do have a whole house special. They do have an upholstery special. They've got information about the owner, and a lot of this stuff is the stuff that I recommend when I design a site for clients. We do website design, SEO, Google Ads, and this is the same type of stuff that I recommend. Pictures of the owner, before and after pictures, guarantees, phone numbers plastered everywhere, awards that you've won, pictures of your van. So this is, as far as a website content, this is good stuff. The design maybe could be a little bit better, but as far as that goes, good stuff. So, but they do have prices on their website. So let's look at another company, 5280, the Height of Denver, I guess. And why customers love us, restoration. We got a little video. No prices. No prices at all. Link to Facebook page with not very many followers, but no prices. Heaven's Best, big franchise, beautiful van. Let's see here. I guess it's a good video. Another capture, their van, leaving us a review on Google. Not much. No pictures, with some reviews and testimonials. This is really good. But nothing about pricing. We have frequently asked questions. No, these are just updates and probably their blog posts. Zero Res. Now, the funny thing is, okay, they do have prices up here. I mean, the funny thing is in the Google search here, they've got an ad that boasts nothing but price. And this is kind of a big lead-in that they usually have. And then underneath here in their Google, I clicked on the organic search ad, but there's no pricing that I remember seeing. Testimonials. No pricing really at all. Clickable phone numbers, book online, but let's see here what happens when you book online. We're booking online, and it asked, okay, so before you get pricing, you got to get knee deep into the process with them, which is probably a good idea, probably what I recommend, on that level, if you're going to put prices on your website. And again, we're going to come to a conclusion on this in just a second. So carpet cleaning in Denver, this is Coit. Do we have prices? We got a money back guarantee. We've got all other sorts of guarantees. No prices. So tile cleaning, let's look at that. We've got a couple of sites here, and no prices there. Maybe we should look at maid service here too in just a second. No prices there. No prices here. And again, this is actually not Denver, Atlanta. So let's look at maid service. Denver's a little bit bigger than Atlanta. Maid service at Denver. Let's try that. And let's see, I won't click on Google Ads, but let's look at Merry Maids, Alpine Maids, and Denver House Cleaning. So Merry Maids, they want to chat, which is a good thing. I recommend that. We can set that up for you if you need a chat like that. We don't have any prices. No prices. Prices, request for an estimate is a good idea, as far as a form. But I'm talking about putting prices on your website. Oh, here, service and pricing. They might actually have that. So, let's come to a quick conclusion on whether or not, and really the ins and outs. Here's really kind of the nutshell. If it's a marketing advantage, in other words, if your prices are lower than the competition, or you can actually have a low lead-in offer like ZeroRez does, it can be an advantage. If nobody else has got a price lower than you, it can indeed be an advantage. It is for ZeroRez. They do other things they do two things though that a lot of smaller companies can't do. One, and I don't know if they're doing bait and switch or not, so I won't even go there, but I guess they're upselling something. They have to be. Right? And they're doing it well. They've got a trained staff to do it well. But the other thing is they're making it up in volume because they've got several crews out. If you've only got one or two crews out, it's really going to be super hard, if not impossible, to make it up in volume. And you should be charging a lot more money than this. So I don't recommend that you go that route if you are a company with just a couple of trucks and a couple of crews, right? Same thing for any type of cleaning service. With services, you can't do that many services in a day. It's not like a product that you can just sell and mass produce. ZeroRez is, an exception because they're a bigger franchise. So if your plan is to be a bigger franchise, you have to have the capital to do all of that with the marketing, with the equipment. We won't get into all the ins and outs about that, but keep in mind it's a totally different business model than most mom and pop owner operators with 1, 2, and even 3 crews. Right? So keep that in mind. But if you can do that as a marketing advantage, then yes, put your pricing on there. If your pricing is just way better than everybody else in town, put it on there. But again, super, super strong caution, because a lot of you could be doing that with only a couple of crews and you're losing money and you don't even realize it unless you really go over the numbers. I've got another whole pricing and how to figure out your cost of business blog post that I can post, or if you message me, if I don't post it, you can get that. But if it's a marketing advantage, sure, put it. If it's not a marketing advantage, if there's anybody that has a Google ad or a postcard or anything that's out there that's less than what you're charging for that offer, then it's not a marketing advantage. They know about that 3 rooms for $129. If you're coming around going 3 rooms for $149, you look bad, right? And they're not going to choose you because your main marketing position was the 3 rooms for $129. So the other question is, scheduling software. Should I put that on there? It depends. I like the way, I can't remember the one website that we had just looked at, but one website actually went through and needs to know the address, the phone number, and you're going to find out a bunch of information. If that's the way you're going to do it before you give prices, then I think that's a good thing. But if they just click a button that says schedule services and it hops right into pricing, this is bad unless it's a marketing advantage. You see what I'm saying? And even ZeroRez is doing it this way. Of course, here they still do have the 3 rooms for $99. Again, a little bit of a different model though, so keep that in mind about how they do any of this. They're really pulling people into the system about the marketing system about what they're doing. So be careful about scheduling software. I'm not saying don't do it on your website. One of the models that I like is, if you are a higher price company, is just have your clients be able to schedule. And we have scheduling software that can do this, by the way. They can schedule, but they don't actually see any prices because it's maybe a repeat client or a client that's been a referral. They're just ready to book, and you're telling them in that email that you're going to call them and give them a price over the phone. There's a lot of ins and outs, and scheduling is really hard to do. And the other thing is, you don't want to scare them with the price if you're above average prices. That's where it gets really, really sticky. So there you go. In a nutshell, again, if your prices are lower than average, or you have an offer like ZeroRez does here that can be lower than average and beat the competition for sure, go ahead and do that. I caution you though about doing that because you could be losing money, but if that's your company model and you can do it that way, by all means, it's a marketing advantage. Do it. If not, you should be probably not putting your prices on your website would be my recommendation. So there you go. If you guys need any website design, Google Ads, SEO, I do all of that stuff. We even have scheduling software that we can hook up on your website for you. We have chat systems where people can text you instantly from your website. Just shoot me a message on Facebook or anywhere that you've actually contacted me, or email me at john@hitmanadvertising.com. Thanks, guys. Happy marketing for your cleaning company. Talk to you soon.